What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 120 of Special Conditions, the TCG podcast where our love for competing and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Tuesday, October 4th. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle, and I am joined by my cream to my corn, Ken Pescator.
Cream to the candy to your corn.
Candy to my corn.
All right,
Candy,
Adam has been
candy
talking
corn
about,
syrup to my
he's been talking about
corn
candy
flakes.
corn for like 2 weeks straight. It's disgusting.
Listen, we just need you to write in, tweet at us. Just let us know. Are you team candy corn or team anti-corn?
Ugh. No. The answer is no.
All right. Well, the answer's on today's show. Our card of the week is Aerodactyl V Star from Lost Origins, and we'll take a look at two different lists that are using it because it's a Pokemon that is being used in Aerodactyl fashion. It's not fossilized yet. We're going to rip into some packs, give out their TCGO codes, and Wobbuffet is going to be our art of the week.
Yes.
So Wobbuffet's up with that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
TCGPlayer.com has posted their Lost Origins pull rates analysis, which is kind of insane. Looking at this,
I like this is fun. Look, it's not like Pokemon Go where it's like computer generated RNG. Like
it's like, hey, we opened a lot of cards.
There's a certain number of packs made. You know, it's fun. It's just fun.
And then we'll take a peek. Japan booster boxes will soon be tamper proof, and I absolutely love this idea.
This is a great idea.
We can only hope that this comes to the United States because I would
Logan Paul wants this to come to the
I would love for it to come to the United States. Then you know that this is like a fresh box.
It's true, very true.
The Millennium Print Group has released a video on how the cards from Pokemon are made. This was such
phenomenal.
An amazing video. Justin Keller from our Patreon sent me this via text message. He was like, yo, check this out. And it was the coolest video.
So he sent it to me in the morning or tagged me in Discord in the morning, and they pulled the video down. Like it was down in the middle of the day. It came down. We're like, oh, did they show too much? Like, did they get pulled? And then it came back online later.
They showed something they weren't supposed to. Like probably 2 seconds of something they weren't supposed to like release.
Yeah.
And
something in the background.
And I'm sure it got edited and then re-released. But it's fascinating to look behind the scenes always.
Yeah, it's cool.
The Arceus V Star Ultra Premium Collection was revealed, so we will talk about that. It is pretty awesome, but I don't know how many more premium collections a wallet can take, especially the Charizard one.
What is it? 129? Is that what?
I thought they were $100 straight.
Is it 99?
Yeah, it's $99.99. I believe.
Right,
I believe
still.
that's the MSRP, but you know, the scalper MSRP is like $200. Always.
Is it really?
It's always double whatever it is. And then you put Charizard on it. I know we're talking about the Arceus one, but you put Charizard on it. They're like, no, we want this to sell for double. Period.
That's crazy.
We're gonna have a whole warehouse filled with them, but you guys keep it sealed. Think that it's worth money. We love that.
All right, so talk to me about Aerodactyl V Star, because I think from a collector's side, this alt art is like very high demand right now.
It is $121.99 in demand. The market price on TCG Player is $130. Looking at it, the spike, it was starting at 70 back in early September, and then September 13th it was at its peak at like 160. And then it dropped a little bit, and then it's picking back up steam. And I think that's because people are opening less packs, because it's harder to find these packs in stores. I've been having a hard time finding Lost Origins. I know I just saw GameStop had a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't buy any, but it was nice to see someplace having these. I think the last thing I saw was a single blister pack, and that's what I bought for this show.
Oh, yay.
Yay. So we'll get to opening that shortly. But the Aerodactyl V Alternate Art is just gorgeous. It literally has Tropius in the background. It's got.
But can you play this card?
You can. It's a basic with 210 hit points.
Well,
so you can play it. but you have to put played condition afterwards.
Oh yeah, that pulls the market price way down.
Yeah. So the basic V, for one fighting and a colorless, it does bite, does 40 damage. Nothing to shake a stick at. Then its second attack for one fighting and two colorless, Rock Crush, 120 damage. Discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. That's pretty good. With no drawback on your end, that's actually pretty good. Always energy denial is the best. Except for decks that need one energy or no energies.
Yeah, none.
But Aerodactyl V Star is kind of the talking point of this whole entire episode. So let's get into that one.
Yes.
So for its first attack, it's got Lost Dive. It is put the top 3 cards of your deck into the Lost Zone. That's okay. I mean, it's a fighting and then 2 colorless.
But it's got a lot of one-hit KO.
Yes, yeah, that pretty much knocks out not all V stars.
No, 230 is like there's a lot.
It's a lot of Vs it knocks out. But with a choice band expert belt, choice band, it does an additional 30 damage to any Vs. Most V stars right now are chilling at 270, 280. So,
okay,
with a Zigzagoon ping, this can really work out in your favor. But its other attack is where it shines. Ancient Star for 1 colorless energy. Until this Pokemon leaves play, it gains an ability that has the effect: your opponent's Pokemon V in play, except any Aerodactyl V Star, have no abilities. You can't use more than 1 V Star power in a game. And it's weird that they say Aerodactyl except for any Aerodactyl V Star. Like, I know that it's meant to be itself. It's talking about itself, but it almost makes me feel like they want to print another Aerodactyl V Star that has like another crazy ability that they don't want it to be shut off.
Distinguish it.
Yeah. No, but I'm pretty sure it's just talking about itself. I doubt we'd see another V Star Aerodactyl. But its weakness to grass, we don't really see too much grass right now. It's got a double retreat cost, so that's an air balloon. It's pretty standard. It does only have 260 hit points for a V Star, so it's kind of low. I don't know. I'm not too big on it. But
I found decks. I found a couple decks.
I can see that, and I'm looking at them.
They looked cool. So I figured you could help me make sense of these, because the Crobat one kind of looks pretty much like what we've seen with just the Aerodactyl kind of layered in. I don't know. What do you see in these decks? I guess go through the lists.
So it's got Banette with the Lost Zone ability, Puppet Offering. Once during your turn, you may put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. If you do, put this Pokemon and all cards in the Lost Zone. So that's just support right out the gates. But there is a tech Banette with the Curse of Devolution ability. So you stop them from playing, V abilities, but you also might do the 240 and not knock it out. So you could possibly boss something else out. Use this Banette, which when you play it from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may devolve one of your opponent's bench Pokemon by putting the highest stage evolution card into your opponent's hand. So that would put their, Vmax into their hand.
Right.
Knocking out the basic underneath. Because I'm pretty sure 240 just knocks out anything.
Right. Wow.
Or if they had a Machamp, which has 300 hit points at some point, you'd just be able to knock that out, because it would go to like an 80 HP Machoke.
Oh, yeah.
It does have the Gardevoir Radiant, which has Loving Veil ability. All of your Pokemon take 20 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V after applying weakness and resistance. So all of your benched Pokemon, like all of your non-V Pokemon, will still have abilities. So that's what all this is working with. And then because you're putting cards into the Lost Zone, you can use Sableye, which we saw in Peoria Regionals, which we will get into in the next episode. this episode is
is
a little late. So breaking the fourth wall here. Next episode, stay tuned because it's a lot of competitive talk. But Sableye, it's for 1 psychic energy. You can use this attack if you have 10 or more cards in the lost zone. Put 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. That's huge.
It's so huge.
It's huge. And
it's huge.
It's a rare that probably went from like 25 cents to $4 overnight, which is awesome.
Oh, by the way, this is it's called Bulky Aerodactyl V Star. It's on PokemonCard.io, so I'll link to it in the description if you want to check out this list.
Yeah, and so there's your typical Lost Zone trainers and supporters with the Colress and the Lost Vacuum and stuff like that to help get cards into the Lost Zone, but the bulkiness comes from the big charms that are in there to give them an additional 30 hit points, making them 290, and then also the Stone Energy, which reduces 20 damage done to your fighting that fighting Pokemon. So you make it effectively a 310 hit point Aerodactyl that they have to one-shot,
Yep.
Yeah. So it seems really good.
Yeah, no, it seemed cool, and I'm still like actually seeing like Lost Zone stuff in action. I'm starting to like get a grip and understand like the importance of cycling through the cards and everything.
Yeah, and I unfortunately haven't opened up too much Lost Origin, so I don't have very many things to work with on TCGO. Right now I'm working with like the Clefairy deck, but it was really nice to see some old decks shine. But we'll get there. Let's check out the next deck. This one is Mew Vmax and Aerodactyl V Star. It's basically just a tech Aerodactyl V Star in a Mew VMAX deck. And that's all I really have to say about it.
Right, because if you remove the Aerodactyl, like the Mew with the Genesect, what else would you normally see besides the Aerodactyl in there then? Because it's only a 1/1.
Yeah, you would see an additional Genesect and like Meloetta.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder just like how just sticking these in like a standard Mew deck like this would work.
I'm not sure because this stops all abilities. So it would stop your Genesect as well. So
oh yeah. All right, so let's move on from that one then.
Yeah, let's Wobbuffet into the next.
All right, yeah, let's talk about Wobbuffet. This was a fun one, and this came right out of the randomizer, so this was cool. And 4 examples, and the first one here, Adam, is
Heart Gold Soul Silver.
It's so good. It's clay. It's a Yukamori. It's a little looks like a little vinyl figure of just Wobbuffet saluting, and it's amazing. And
now do we know
187 cards are all clay from this artist.
Do we know if Wobbuffet is officially its tail? Like its tail is its eyes?
Haven't we
I don't know if we've talked about it.
No, I don't know if we have, but it's generally known. Yes, that's the Wobbuffet is just a little thingy.
It's so weird. I can't take it seriously. It's kind of like when you realize Delibird's tail is actually like his little sack.
Yes.
And it goes like into his butt. It's weird.
But no, this one's cool. And I also love just older cards, because you get to see like stuff before the power creep. Now this next one, Neo Discovery, this one is, I don't know. I just always remember this kind of expression, I guess, on Wobbuffet. But this is a Hironobu Yoshida, and this is like a veteran of like working with the Pokemon franchise. They did graphic design work for the original games and movies, and get this, designed many Pokemon, including Dunsparce, Celebi, Rayquaza, Deoxys, Darkrai, and Wobbuffet.
Wow.
So how cool is it not only to create Pokemon, right? This guy got to draw it on its own card, like the creator.
That is pretty epic.
Like how many cards have actually been drawn by their creator? That's super cool.
That is.
So,
and I like this
cool
one. This one
fact.
reminds me of like a sticker from Pokemon Go, and then they just put a holographic barrier behind it. And like I know, you know, we're in the future and like talking about a card in the past, but you could totally see that.
Yep, totally.
Best way to describe this card: beautiful hollow pattern, but looks like a sticker. One.
The next one I have here is Wobbuffet V from base Sword and Shield, because it's just silly and ridiculous, and I don't know, I just hear it. Like, you know when you could hear an image of
wow.
That's just what I see here.
He's very proud. Wobbuffet is very proud.
Ayaka Yoshida. No information available on the artist at all. 110 cards made, no information, like none. I was just like, how are these artists so off the grid?
They're just locked in a cage somewhere.
But very cool cards.
They're like, hey, we need more cards.
Here's
Come
a
on
plate
out.
of food and some colored pencils. Start drawing. All right,
I like this next one.
Adam, I had to continue the tradition. I brought another break. This is Wobbuffet Break, obviously, but this was a promo, so it's labeled as an XY promo, but obviously came out during Breakpoint. And 5-bond graphics, had to do it. Just like Arcanine Break from the last episode, this one is also illustrated by 5-bond. So remember, there was like 8 or 9 different break cards that 5-bond did, so maybe we'll just cycle through them anytime they show up. But Golden Wobbuffet, and look at its tail with the eyes. It's in such shock.
Yeah, it looks like it's being electrocuted, which is awesome.
It's hilarious. It's so funny. But I don't know, man. I haven't busted out my breakpoints in so long.
The basic break Pokemon were the best because it was just like a stage 1, because you could play the basic. Oh, they did some damage, and then you could put the break on top, and then add more hit points, which was always a good thing to add more hit points. But then right back at you, discard all energy attached to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. If this Pokemon takes damage from an attack, even as Pokemon's knocked out, the attacking Pokemon puts that many damage counters on themselves. Which back then is a decent amount. I mean, there's still EX.
That's Pokemon, a novel. That's a lot of text.
Yes. And what is sideways, so there's a lot of space.
Yeah. Love the sideways format. That's the best. But Adam, I think we should open cards.
Let's do it.
Because I have, I ended up finding a bunch of Evolving Skies packs. So, look, you said you haven't opened much Lost Origin. You have.
I have one pack. Like I said earlier, I bought a Lost Origin blister, so I had ripped it from the blister, and now it's just a pack. Are you going first?
Nice. All right, I'm going first. I got Evolving Skies. My code TPXLT9W6QTRLW. I have a feeling it's going to be big, Adam.
I did see the white code.
Braviary, Switching Cups, Tentacruel, Lillipup, Nickit, Bergmite, Roggenrola, Flabebe, Zweilous. My reverse is an Eldegoss. Wait, what? No, my rare is my reverse is the Zweilous, and my rare is an Eldegoss. I was so hoping something better than that Eldegoss.
It's at least hollow, right?
It is hollow. I was just like, is that the reverse? I got thrown off for a second.
All right.
But, really?
I'm ripping into this Lost Origins pack. The code is WZPRRZJYM7KLH. Good luck. Threw it away. All right. We got a Darkness Energy. What's this? I don't know any of these names. We got a Riley. Sorry. This isn't sponsored by that. We've got, I don't know what any of these Pokemon are. We've got Gloom, Fantina, which looks fantastic. We've got a Sudowoodo. We've got a Bronzor, Electrike, Ghastly. We got a Binnacle. Reverse Hollow is a Carbink, And the rare is a Rhyperior. I just said it, and then it just was a rare, and I'm like, oh, great. Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks for playing. Appreciate it. You win some, and then you lose some.
You just win some.
Anyway, I think we should take a little break.
Let's take a break. It is, because we've got a word from our sponsor. Support for Special Conditions podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package, the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Join over 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer just for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code FULLHEAL. That's FULLHEAL at manscaped.com. If my math's correct, that's about 12 million balls.
Pokeballs, that is.
Inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies. Manscaped sent over a bunch of stuff to us to try out. Ken, did you get a package?
I did. It was a large package. They sent everything. They sent their entire line of products,
which was awesome. I was not expecting that.
So we got the last time they sponsored Lured Up, they sent us the hardware.
Yes.
Like the actual trimmers,
the 4.0 lawnmower.
Yep.
Some boxer briefs.
So this time they sent everything else, like every other just product they make. It was awesome, but I don't know. I used the lip balm. That one was really good.
Listen, their 2-in-1 shampoo is still, I will die on that hill. That is amazing.
The body wash is good too. It's all good.
Listen, the deodorant is even better. I love the deodorant.
I haven't used the deodorant yet.
My pits have never smelled better. All right, get 20% off and free shipping with the code FULLHEAL at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com, and use the code FULLHEAL, FULLHEAL. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the right job with Manscaped. All right, now that we had a word from our sponsor, now we can get into some housekeeping real quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 is going to get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. All patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCGO tournaments. Registration's in the Discord, and we hope to see you there. We just launched our next tournaments. They start on the 7th,
yep.
Right? I'm very excited for that. This Friday. So if you're not there, you should get there and be squared. Huge thank you to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Austin Zard, Hall the Counselor, Grant Jamal, Mythical Hitch, Sue, The Cole, Paul, and Big Zom Minus. Huge thanks to our executive producer, Tish Smith. Thank you so much. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere where you can connect with us, grab some merch, and leave us reviews. Also, go to our website, use that, go to the TCG section, shop TCG. If you're going to buy those Sableyes, or if you're going to buy anything from Peoria Regionals that did well, support the show without spending extra money. Just buy your cards you were going to buy anyways, and it will help us.
Yep.
Just follow that link there.
Well, and maybe you should look at this Lost Origin pull rate webpage if you're going to be buying anything from Lost Origin. Dude, I didn't know this. You have to open a lot of packs. I guess I understand why people buy the cards outright looking at some of these rates, but have you gone through these numbers?
I have. You've got Giratina Alt Art. A 1 in 720 chance But wait, there's more. Aerodactyl that we talked about, 1 in 665 packs.
That's rare.
Rotom V, 1 in 864 packs. These are all the alt arts, these 4 at least. You've got 1 in 1,080 for the Galarian Berserker, or the Berserker, not Galarian, but yeah, it evolves from Galarian Meowth. And
That's
then
insane.
1 in 720 for the Gold Giratina V Star. This one's insane. 1 in 2,134 packs for the Rainbow Rare Giratina V Star. What? Who is opening that exact number of packs and being
Hold on. I gotta see how much that card costs.
Probably
$30.
All right, buy it now. Buy it now while it's. It takes a lot to get that card, but nobody wants it. That just goes to show you that the Rainbow Rares really just don't do it for anyone.
Yeah,
those were something they should have stopped a long time ago. They should have stopped that a long time ago. That should have died with Sun and Moon. I'm just saying. But the next two we have Pikachu V and Pikachu Vmax with Red. The Vmax is 1 in 665 chance, and then the V is 1 in 508 chance, and the gold secret, like, black card of Pikachu Vmax is 1 in 234. So the best pull rate out of all of them is the Pikachu Vmax. And I believe that's because it can come in the reverse hollow slot. I believe.
Okay. I don't know. They said in all, the chance of opening at least one Trainer Gallery, Ultra Rare, or Secret Rare is 32%. That's like the average hit rate. So you're opening 3 or 4 packs before you get a good hit.
That's not bad, though.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, there's a lot in the Trainer Gallery or in Ultra Rare that really aren't worth anything monetarily.
Yeah, that's true. But
I want that Giratina Alt Art, man. It's sick.
Any card in the main set for gold rares, 1 in 114. Rainbow Rare is 1 in 70. And Full Art Trainer, 1 in 70. Any card from the Trainer
they break
Gallery,
everything down.
Yeah. VMAX or Trainer, 1 out of 32 packs. Not a VMAX or a Trainer. So just like a normal Alt Art card, 1 in 12 packs. Thanks so much, TCG Player, for putting this together, because this is
everybody
insane.
wants you, like, alt arts are the chase, right?
Yep.
So yeah, one in 201 packs for any alt Pokemon V, and like if you're going after a specific one, you might have to open 804 packs. It's insane. It's insane. But I love how they broke this down, because you got to think, like, you know, they have a lot of their affiliate program people that are in the singles market sending in their numbers, you know what I mean? And it's like, how many packs do you open? Like, these are, you know, it was 8,000. So they opened 8,000 packs to pull these numbers together. That's a lot of packs.
Incredible.
It's a lot of packs.
That's incredible.
No, I thought it was cool. I like it. But do you trust it?
I trust it. Honestly, if they open that many packs, and we're just
That's
like,
what I'm saying, is that a big enough slice?
Yeah, I think so.
How many do you think they make?
Like, and then honestly, you can take numbers. Like, if you just watch like people that box break, and they're like, oh, look, here's a box, and it's on screen, and they open it fresh, and then they're just like, all right, here's a pack, and you could just count and do it yourself, you know? You could see this.
See, but there's also typically like pull rates per box, per case, per pallet, you know what I mean? Like the case hit, you know, like it's weird how you could break it down, because there's, you know what I mean? Like if you have 10 or 100 packs and every 10 packs are from a different source, is the aggregate pull rate kind of get skewed than whether or not if you had, you know, 100 packs that came out of the same case of booster boxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. But speaking of booster boxes, let's get into our next topic.
I like this.
So Pokemon Japan takes action against resealed booster boxes. This is brilliant. So it says,
I like it.
This is coming from Poke Beach. Brilliant article. Starting in September, Japanese booster boxes will feature a new tamper-proof design. To open one, you'll need to tear a perforated line along the top of the box. Previously, you simply just lifted the flap open. So then the images they show, it literally is just the same, like just a normal box. You open it, and the flaps come up, and you're good to go. The new one has that perforated edge, so you have to pull it in order to open the box. Because that little like
arrow paper line.
Yeah, and effectively, the front of the box doesn't go inside the box anymore. It goes on the outside, and it's sealed. And then that's what you use to open with the perforated edge, and then it comes up. So I love this idea. I really hope that this comes to the United States ASAP. That means as soon as possible.
Like from the collector's market and the secondary market perspective, this is great, right? Like it makes the job easier for validating. You know what I mean? So like even let's say if this comes to the States and you fast forward another 5-10 years and you're selling aged product, right? It's going to be easier for you to get that authenticated or validated that it is what it is, It's like those services that eBay has and all that stuff now. You know what I mean?
Like I feel like this could easily come to any of like the boxes that they sell as well. Like all the collection boxes, like instead of having them just because you've seen it during the winter time when things get cold, you see the glue just like come up. So they look opened in the store. You go to the store after they put them on the shelves and like all of them are opened. It's like, it just gives you those weird, like, you feel it in your jellies that it's probably not something I want to buy. It really comes down to like,
it's
do
tampered.
I trust? Yeah, it feels tampered. So
no,
I really hope
this is sure proof.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And it even says in the article, no word yet if a similar change will come overseas. Like that's a bummer, but I don't know. I think that it's very simple, like, I don't know, grassroots way to combat people doing nefarious stuff with the secondary market. I like it. It's cool.
Speaking of boxes, we got to fill them somehow. And Pokemon, Millennium Print Group produced a video showing you the internal workings of building a set like from scratch. So they have somebody that works on like, did you watch this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have somebody that like, this is on Poke Beach, but also the video says it's private. So I don't, it might have gone off the air again. They might have caught a second thing and been like, oh, we can't have that part either. But they have set lists. And then they take those lists, like I watched them and they had printed off like all of the proofs and somebody has to go through each individual card and like proof them. Cause when they do the translations, they have to make sure the translations come over and like they have stacks. It's like somebody hands you a stack and they're just like, oh, finish this paperwork by the end of your shift. And it's like, oh, that's a pretty big stack. And it's every single card in the set and they have to do all like the changes and then hand it off, get it back. And then, okay, you look through it again and you're like, oh, I noticed all these other mistakes. And then you got to give it again, get it back again. It's a long process. I didn't realize how much work went into each set and each individual like piece to the puzzle.
But like the human element, like there's a big human component to, how it's all done, which I thought was really cool. It's not just like press a button at one side of the machine and all the rollers go, and at the other end you got completed Pokemon cards. It's like it's not just like that newspaper press in the old school movies, like where you see the paper like running through a maze of rollers. But no, it was pretty fascinating, and you don't usually get to see that stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, and then you get to see them add like the texture points to cards. You get to see like the print runs of them and seeing all like the shiny cards all together. It's just like, whoa, it's such a cool feeling. It honestly, check out the article on pokebeach.com. It'll be in the show's description. It is fabulous. It just looks amazing. And like more like people, again, once they're like printed, somebody has to look and make sure that all the colors are correct, like down to like each individual, like how much color is in there, and make sure all the colors are correct. So they all look good, which I didn't know any of this. And it's crazy that like that would make sense as to why miscuts happen. It would make sense as to why some cards look like it's like the dark energy is on the fire Pokemon, because like something along the lines got missed in one of their like first like checks
runs.
Yeah, like the quality assurance just wasn't there. And then you get to see like the foil paper they use. I don't know. It was such a good watch. I think it was like a 20-minute video, something like that. It was 15 or 20 minutes. It was long.
So I found someone that had reposted it, and it's 16 and a half minutes long.
Okay, so I was close. Somewhere along.
No, it's I love the machinery. Just seeing like these huge, colossal printing machines that like, you know, and even like making the wrappers, you know, even making the actual packaging was really cool to see.
I think my really favorite part about it was when they panned out after like, oh, then they get ready to ship, and it's like there are pallets upon pallets upon pallets upon like storage units where they're just taking a forklift and they're like, oh, gonna raise this up here and leave it there for years. It's like, so they know what they're doing, and they know that they have stock back. Like they are printing enough to where they have a pretty steady stock in the back. So I don't think we'll run out of cards anytime soon.
Yeah,
like I think the whole scalping thing is kind of they've got multiple printing locations now. So to say that they're not printing as much as possible and storing as much as possible is a lie.
No, when they show that like panning shot of the big warehouse, and just like,
yep,
it's like the never-ending labyrinth of pallets, floor to ceiling.
Never-ending cool. Pallets. Pokemon.
Yo, they're making a new never-ending story.
They are? Oh man,
they are.
Don't get me gassed up. Jeez.
They are. They totally are.
All right,
but no, excited. I love the video. But it's so funny that I guess the original got pulled down again.
That's so weird.
Yes, so it stinks.
All right. We'll move on to something that doesn't stink, or it might stink. Arceus V Star Ultra Premium Collection has been revealed. It's an exclusive to GameStop. Again, friend of the show, Justin, he sent me the link to pre-order it. I did not pre-order it. I don't really think
I didn't want the metal dice.
You know, I just that's not a selling point for me. That doesn't get me. Like a playmat, cool. I just got a playmat for $50 with the Eevee one. You know what I mean? Like I'm tapped out.
It's the box, man. The box itself.
I have one of those boxes. I got the Zacian and then the Zamazenta. And you know what they did? They separated them. One. They separated them and made them into a more affordable like half ETB. It was a little bit more expensive than an ETB because they did a little bit extra, and they only put one of the two dogs in there, but they made it more reasonable. So like an Arceus Premium Collection is exclusive to GameStop. I can almost say that there is probably an elite trainer box going to come out that's going to be everywhere that has some of this stuff. Probably not the playmat, but the dice and the coin and the promos. Like, I have a feeling. Woohoo.
Yeah, well, the coin will show up in a blister pack some down the road.
No, I think these coins are like metal, so I don't think the coin would. That's why I was saying
the dice, man. You got to pay $100 so you get the dice. That's like that's what it's all about. The metal dice.
It's not about the. Jeez. Could care less about the metal dice.
Metal coin and metal damage counter dice. I want that.
I don't need that.
I want that.
But you get a code card for the TCG. Oh, wait, just kidding. It says a code card for Pokemon TCG Live.
So that was actually, maybe I don't know that.
And it says it on the box. It says it on the box.
Did you see that TCG Live is in the news a little bit?
No, I did not.
So I think it was it might have even been Poke Beach. Let me jump over to Poke Beach really quick.
I'll allow it.
You'll allow it?
Yep.
I appreciate you. No, I guess it wasn't Poke Beach. There was someone that was talking about, they put out an article about TCG Live. I guess it had some new reviews that came out of the beta. Oh man, I don't know where.
And they were like,
but
it's ready to go. Just launch it. Nobody cares anymore. We're like, just launch it. We just want it. Give us something new to talk about. Come on.
I don't know. I just want it on the phone, man. Like it's gonna that will be an absolute game changer. Did we talk about this? Would you rather play vertical or horizontal?
I'd rather play horizontal. If honestly, if it's on my phone, I'd rather be able to see more.
I feel like to play horizontal though, you have to be more committed to not multitasking.
Yes, and I understand that, but again, when you're playing a game of Pokemon TCG, are you trying to be are you trying to drive while playing? Probably not a good idea.
No.
I'm just saying I feel horizontal would be fine. I would be okay with that. As long as it got to mobile and I could play it, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my Arceus. Oh my Arceus.
All right, I found the article. It's on thegamer.com. I don't know where it originated from. But it says Pokemon TCG Live Preview, the rebooted digital Pokemon trading card game makes some big changes. It says interest has exploded. Let me see. It plays like a dream. This is the review that they're saying. It plays like a dream. It's taken a lot of cues from modern CCGs like Magic the Gathering Arena, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and Legends of Runeterra. It's redesigned the game to feel snappy, intuitive, and easy to navigate.
Snappy? What?
The removal of player-to-player trading. What?
Did they take trading away? Oh, no.
Wait. There's no trading. While TCG Online had a thriving secondary marketplace of people trading their cards, TCG Live instead uses a crafting system so that players have a more deterministic way of getting the cards they want, rather than trading dozens of packs for a single in-meta card. Wow. No trading.
Actually, that makes sense, though. Because that's what I would do. But I'd be like, I don't need 200 codes of Shining Fates. Give me that one Crobat V.
Dude, I love that. I love trading cards for packs. That's great. Wow. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just fun to trade. That way, you can, I want to play this deck, and your buddy's just like, all right, I have an extra one here. Take it. You know what I mean? You can't do that simple, little trades like that.
Well, it's not the end of the world. I do like it.
I know. I just want to play. I just want to play it.
I just want to play live. You know what I'm saying?
In real life.
And maybe we could have a tournament where we don't even use cards. We just use the app.
Yeah. Ooh. That would be cool. But Adam, I think we did it.
I think we did it as well. I think that is a show. Did you check the email? Was there any emails?
No emails.
No emails. Okay. Support the show by shopping at tcgplayer.com using the link that will be in our description. You can also go to our website. Leave us a review. 5 stars. Those are the best ones.
They are the best
We would
ones.
greatly appreciate it. You could email us. Let us know your opinions on candy corn. I don't care if they're good or bad, but I would just like to know who stands with candy corn or against it, You can even talk about the pumpkin, the candy corn pumpkins. I love those. Those to me have a little bit more
I don't want to talk about anything candy corn because it's gross. It's wax.
Okay, gross. But you can email us, SpecialConditions@PokemonProfessor.com. You can leave us a voicemail, text us, send us a picture, 732-835-8639. And remember, trainers, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.